Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we are in Cadron Valley, which will shock no one, because when are we not? And just to rub that in, it's decided to give us Old Dwarf Road. Good Old Dwarf Road. How I hate it. But sure, we'll see how it goes. I hope everybody's been having a nice day. Hope you'll get your feet up relaxing tonight. It is a weird old day today. We have very muggy heat with occasional showers. It is a weird old time. Also, a heads up, I am not going to be online tomorrow and potentially Wednesday because I have to venture out to areas far away, and I don't think I'm going to have enough time to actually get into the game. So if that changes, I'll announce it in Discord, but the likelihood is it'll be, yeah. Get him out of the way. Like, there is very little point in us sitting fighting that witch hunter, because he's just getting heal after heals from this guy. I believe I was the only survivor. But yeah, probably not tomorrow or Wednesday. But definitely today. And then normal service should be resumed on Thursday. Fingers crossed. Be interesting to see what happens with population tonight, because it seems fairly even in Cadron Valley at the minute. Last week, of course, it was lopsided, which in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it means you've got AAO, but the problem was it was lopsided, and then there was no scenarios, so you couldn't even break up the monotony of just getting farmed by a giant blob. And we're now stuck back in the scenario of we're going one way, they're going the other. Because they'll all have gone here. Yeah. These numbers are right. Flash of Chaos is better in every way. Then what? Flash of Chaos is a really good ability, especially when it crits. Flash of Chaos that crits just does insane amounts of healing, and then you get all of the bonuses that the Zealot will grant you with its tactic options for that kind of malarkey. Where'd he go? Aha! Can I escape a second time? Apparently I can. Do-do. What way are they going? Straight towards me. No, they're following me. Ah, because Destro's over here. Like, the score would suggest that it's an awful lot closer than it actually is, but I don't think we've won a single fight. Up, up, and away. Hey, you go, Narc. Nice, thanks, bud. I need to get him away from me. Get a bit of recovery time. Nearly. Also, yes, this scenario has been predominantly order dominant. I hate it as a scenario. I just don't like it. It's... It just incentivizes the two factions not to fight. Because, like, even the way it's structured, it's like Destro's tilted to go to the right, Order's tilted to go to the right from their perspective. So Order's going to naturally then continue going right. Destro's going to continually go right. So the two will never meet until one side decides, do you know what, we're going to go left. And nobody wants to do that and lose the first fight, because then you lose the scenario. Whee! Yeah, super bad. Yeah, I agree. I just don't like it. It's a weird structure. It feels like a scenario that's designed for three factions, because there's a third spawn point. Um, there's a third spawn point in the middle, and or not the middle, the bottom uh, bottom point of the triangle. And if if there was a third faction, it would make a lot of sense as a structure, because then you've at least got, you know, some kind of point to it where like one side is always going to run into the other. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird layout. If you think about it, you can count the number of actually good scenarios on half your hand. Yeah, there's not that many. And I think the problem with a lot of it is there's well laid out scenarios, you know, zones that look quite nice, that have like a nice feel to them, but they've got a terrible objective mechanic. Like, Serpent's Passage is a really nice looking scenario, but it's a horrendous mechanic. Um, what's the other one that I'm thinking of? Um, is it Phoenix Gate? It's like an elven one, and it's like various capture points with then like a weird capture the flag mechanic to it. Like, it's a really nice looking one, but it's just horrible. Do you like Logren's Forge? Not especially. I don't like the jumping King of the Hill kind of thing with it. It feels more like it should be a Northern Watch kind of cap and hold 3 points mechanic. Um, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I quite like Northern Watch. I quite like oh god, what's it called? The dwarf one that's up on the big wall. Can't think of its name now off the top of my head. Damn it. I quite like Morkin Temple, actually. Morkin Temple's a fun one. But it's the same thing with a lot of them. Like, a lot of the scenarios could be quite easily fixed by... Come on, give me the guy to attack. Of course, only gives me him once he gets it picked up. Gates of Akron, that's the one. Quite like Gates of Akron. Whee! Well, I feel like the only big geared tryhards are up for scenarios that to be honest, you always get it with scenarios whereby one side or the other will just turn up. He's gonna reset that. How can they pick it up? Where on earth is Destro gone? You literally had half of their team in retreat. Ah! Victory for my tankiness. At some point, someone's going to come to rescue me, surely. Destro's getting smashed everywhere I see. Yeah. But that's the thing, scenarios always go like this. You'll get days where it's just completely order again, again, again. And then for days, it'll be Destro again, again, again. Um, it's just so bizarre. Right, I'm gonna have to do something about these blinds because I'm getting absolutely blinded. There we go. Go away, sunshine. Please come back when I need to do cultivating. Save private cell. It's gonna be the new film by Steven Spielberg. Like I felt like I was there for ages, just with tons of people hammering away. I think the point I died was the point my heal over time potion just timed out. This is the problem with this keep being order, is order will just camp in here. They'll not go anywhere else. And they'll just sit along this wall with archmages and bright wizards and shadow warriors, and they'll just plink away, and Destro will stand down below them and let them. And as soon as anybody tries to run down that way, they're gonna have about half a dozen people all just jumping off the wall with a full healer back up, hammering away at them. Where did Mr. Witch Hunter go? There's another one. Oh, they only ever fight when they've got tons of people. Who's this? Go away with you. Do that. Do that. Do this. Heal like that. They've give up, so he's gonna give up. Well, Mr. Dwarf. See, lads, this is why you shouldn't be gankers. Because as Qui-Gon Jinn once said, in a very Northern Irish accent, there's always a bigger fish. Poor chaps. You can use challenge to reveal stealth, by the way. Oh, really? I didn't realize challenge broke stealth. That's good to know. That Sever Blessing on Rampage was brilliant to see. Yeah, as soon as you see a Slayer and it just glows for you, you just hit it. You just see their head go, huh? Every time. Guessing he wasn't over there. The bad thing is that it's so rare to see tanks actually using it. I mean, to be fair, you'll find that with a lot of these kind of things. It's like there's so many, like especially when you get to a tank like the Blackguard, where you've got so many abilities. Like a lot of people just won't use them. Because like you'll find there'll be tanks won't even use things like hold the line. Well, in fairness, most of them are two-handed, so they can't. But there's like an awful lot of abilities. Just like use it. It's there for a reason. I'm probably the reverse. I probably use too many abilities, and don't actually stick to a proper rotation. But yeah, if the target's got a blessing on it, you might as well take it off because it's only going to help your cause. It's the same like when you fight a healer or someone who's getting healed. Like, you use it to strip off the hots. Well, it just makes your life easier. Ironbreaker and Blackguard has a lot going on. Yeah. Hey, did you know you can remove blessings and alliances like Rampage with this skill? It feels like we need Clippy back. Like the wee paper Clippy used to help you with Microsoft Word back in the 90s. It's just like, as soon as this becomes enabled, it's like, boom. I notice you're fighting a Slayer. Would you like to remove Rampage? How down there? WordPress 1857. Northern Watch. Where'd he go? There he is. Hooray! I'm helpernating. 61%. My god. Flying. Let's see, we've got an Archmage, a Rune Priest, and 2 Warrior Priests. I don't think they've got enough healers. And when you're not using buff head, it makes it even harder to track which buffs and debuffs you have on. Yeah. I don't know, it's like, to be honest, I just go by the base UI telling me. Like, so if someone's got immunity, this will be grayed out. If someone's got a blessing, this will be active. Like that's just what I work off, and then depending on the number of things that I see attached to my name that aren't things that I've given myself, it'll depend on whether I hit the wee morale one heal or not. Oh, I have a Person I can guard. Oh, nearly. Oh, no, gone. There you go. I was tempted. Supremely tempted. Take you away, though. Yoo-hoo! Out to sea. Dear Order, I'm very sorry that your Shadow Warrior will be back for a while. Nope, none of that. Ah! Didn't change my target quick enough. Where's this guy? That's not a run priest, that's a run priest. Magus is attacking an Iron Breaker. Wow. Hello. Dun 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 dun. Yoo-hoo! I love that more than anything. It's my favorite thing to do. Look, the Shadow Warriors finally made it back. How long was that? He was out of the fight. That's the best thing about that knockback, especially on this map. It's like you just take someone out of the equation for so long. Oh look, Dark Mage is slowly coming back. I was about to say that's her way again. I think I just reduced that witch hunter's intelligence, which I did not mean to do. Hello, Mr. Archmage. Standing still again. Bye. Yoo-hoo! Victory! Let me protect you, Bill. Is Archmage back yet? I kind of like to knock them out to sea again. Oh, this one is. Oh, only onto the bridge. This is one of the many things I hate about Roar. Nothing happens, no one dies, all you get is people getting punted off the scenario. That's the problem. Like, I've said it a few times before, it feels like the defensive side of the game's too strong. When it comes to, like, MMOs, I'm always of the opinion that it should be offense-focused rather than defense-focused. Which you probably think is weird, considering I play a defensive tank, but it feels very much like Roar's focus is everyone should play defensive, and then your damage is whatever you happen to do out the other side of that. I would much rather have fights be over quickly, and time to kill being shorter, than fights that can last for minutes with, you know, one side just having to grind the other down. And yeah, that's probably going to make the solo side of the game suck more, but again, it's not designed for solo play, it's designed for organized play. And in an organized play fashion, it makes far more sense to have two sides meet and there be a winner within 30 seconds to a minute than it does for a fight to last an hour. Which seems to happen constantly at, like, Martyr Square and stuff like that, where you've just got people fighting constantly back and forth, back and forth. What are we up against in here? 3 warrior priests, 2 archmages, 4 iron breakers. Ah. Do you remember I was saying about the defensive mindset of the game? There you go. There's the exact representation of it. I love how these guys are coming to kill me and their backline's getting absolutely obliterated. Where's this guy?
Are you just gonna walk through them? Calm yourself down.
I love that. But yes, I am just going to walk through them. And again, that's half the reason I play a defensive tank, because the game's so defensive focused. If I was to play this guy as like full-on DPS, I'd be dead within seconds. And I wouldn't have the damage still to get through most of the gank groups that come out, whether it be White Lions, Witch Hunters, Archmages, whatever it happens to be. Like, the only way that I can play this guy solo and achieve anything is to play it defensive. Because, yeah, it's going to take me an age to kill something, but at the same point, I am going to kill something. Our problem here is this guy's got a healer somewhere. Or at least he did. Someone was healing him. Which I'm guessing is the reason why he decided to jump in and fight, and is now running away. Whee! Nope, stop that. I have no idea why he's standing over there fighting an Armbreaker whenever the Armbreaker's sitting getting heals. That was a misclick. I meant to do that. Oh, the White Lion's come back. He's like, yes, 3 versus 1. That's my kind of number. Thank you. Boo. That and that. Yeah, you just stay in front of me. There we go. Down you go. Ah, shame they couldn't kill me. 3 versus 1. Ah. That's the other fun part of it. is they'll come like that in little groups to try and kill you, and they just can't in the time that they have available. There is nothing more trolly than just having 3 people hammering away at you going, we're going to get a lot of renown, we're going to get a lot of renown, and then they get nothing. Nothing. Doesn't work quite as well out in the open lakes because they've got all the time they need until a warband turns up and runs you over, either in your favor or theirs. But who my? No, 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 no. In my opinion, order is too strong. They press buttons harder. We must get better buttons. That's clearly the thing. 62%. They're getting a percentage point per 20 minutes. Which sounds terrible, but it's better than what we've had the last few days. They've got 4 people, 2 of them are healers. Never ceases to amaze me. This will hopefully mean we'll have 2 points. Oh, orders outnumbering Destro and Cadron. Destro, it seems, have gone to High Pass and Talabecland. Bold move. Order I sense her off farming somewhere. Probably in here looking at all these dead bodies. Yep. Can I cap this before they get here? Maybe. I can. Interesting. So order have gone for the other one that we controlled. He's gonna back cap them, hopefully. And then, fingers crossed, we can cap this one. Oh, crikey. Nope, they're coming for me. Ha! In your face. Silly Rim Priest. I'm amazed I disrupted that. What is my disrupt chance these days? 19. It is one versus many. I don't know why I have that as the sound clip for one versus many, but it sounds cool. Me versus two tanks. It would take longer than there is left in the scenario. Yoink. I like it. Chewie timed it perfectly one day. It wasn't long after I put it in. He did it. It's just there was a warband running towards me. It kind of felt quite. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I can take them all on. 3 seconds later, I was dead. I was like, well, at least it sounded good. Order going for 3-star here. Destro trying their best to get 1-star here. Oh, here comes a witch elf. Don't nerf me. I'm afraid you've already been nerfed. You're no witch hunter. Oh my god, I've been challenged. My damage is now hugely reduced. Instead of doing 60 damage on a hit, I'm now going to be doing 40. Poof. Doesn't bear thinking about. What? Random chosen. Did I wish for a chosen and that's how he appeared? I wish I had £1,000,000. No, didn't work. Chosen's first instinct is to do a knockback. I approve. Thank you for knocking me to safety. Bye. It was very polite of them to do that. I would have thought they would have wanted the renown from killing me, but no, apparently. Just want me to go free. Maybe they feel sorry for my kill to death ratio. They just want me to improve it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 arm breakers. Knight of the Blazing Sun, 2 sword masters. Oh, Jesus. So many tanks. It's funny, I was playing yesterday and I took one step outside of was the work camp in Black Crag. After everybody had just moved zone to Prague, I think it was. And I had no sooner set foot outside it, I got jumped by 4 witch hunters. And they were just swarming around you. It was like crazy, like piranha. Kablamo! Gillette's is like, what is he doing? There's a chopper who got chopped. Malure Fallen Moon. What a cool name. Sounds like the sort of thing somebody would come up with, like a D&D campaign or something. This is the other problem with the game at the minute, is there's very few people are actually running around solo. They all run in groups now. And I'm convinced it's to combat all the witch hunters and witch elves that run around in groups. This is another scenario I really like. I really like Reichland Factory. And fun fact, it only joined the game at the same time as the Night of the Blazing Sun and the Blackguard. Because it was the scenario you had to do as part of the heavy metal event to unlock early access to them. Guard the melee. Okay, I'll guard the melee. Wanted to guard the only healer we had, who's about to get absolutely what the fuck pwned by their team, but sure. I'm an equal opportunities tank. Because he is not going to keep us up through 3 order healers, let me tell you. Maybe he will. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic. Don't know why we're out here fighting the witch hunter. But let's fight the witch hunter. That was the wrong button. I was wrong. He was keeping us up through it all. Be really nice if the Witch Elf would go and cap those back points for us. Or maybe the Magus. I can never remember who Elaine Benner's person is in chat, but it is someone who's been in chat. I remember that much, at least. Body blocked by their own side. That's a new one. Oh, we do have the central point again. Keep him from doing any damage. Do some weak and pathetic AoE. Or someone will just knock them all back. Either or. Got him. They've backcapped this on absolutely everything. Range DPS. Oh my god, I did it. Did I get the kill for that? I did! Throwing dagger killed a warrior priest. A range DPS black guard. With less, that's too late to get the points, unfortunately. But it was a good scrap. That's the main thing. Hope there's someone taking the other one. There is, but the way they're wiggling back and forward, I think they're under attack. Oh, I just didn't get it in time. 2 kills. One with a throwing tiger. Ah, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Huh. My potions have run out. Has that really been an hour? No, it has. What about that? 64%. So we've done 4% in an hour. So slow going. And now we hold all of the things. 200 order in High Pass in Talabecland. Wow. The Zerg hath cometh again. I don't know where they're getting all their numbers from. Speaking of which, hey Tosh, thank you for the raid, kind sir. Welcome along, everybody. Hopefully you've all been having a nice day. We are running around doing our scenarios. Ooh. I see a little silhouette of a Shadow Warrior. Can I reach him? Tagged him. Tagged him again. And he's bounced away, because of course he has. Damn it. I seriously thought there that White Lion was going to try and fetch me from 2 feet away. Just about enough of them got me. Have a good time, bored, so just ended it. Ah, no worries, dude. Always a pleasure to have the raid. You can come and watch how the Order Zerg forms in the evenings and spreads its horrendous ways across the length and breadth of the Warhammer world. Where are my wounds so low? Oh, there we go. They're back to normal. I was going to say. Like, Jesus, what have I lost? HP is just 400 people standing outside tavern and KV is just empty. I don't know, there was plenty of people up there trying to stomp on my cold dead corpse. Hopefully you weren't neglecting your seeds. You entered the order safe haven, the war camp. It's very true. It's very true. I always forget about the war bands that gloriously protect the war camps for both sides. And the war camps of witch hunters who hide behind every tree and bush. This guy is going to spring off my shield like it's some Olympic event. Any moment. Told you. Little Freddy cat. Although, I'm amazed that he decided he was going to jump a defensive tank. Like, you're supposed to be good at choosing targets as a witch hunter or a witch elf. Big, heavily armored dude with shield is probably not the best thing to jump out of the shadows at. An example why I can't stand the stealth mechanic in Roar. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the problem I have with it is it always feels like they have it available to them. Is the problem. Like in live, it always felt like you had to really pick and choose where you were going to use stealth, otherwise you were just going to get caught without it and obliterated. But in Roar, it kind of feels more like a cozy blanket. Like even worse, whenever you get where is it? Kumis. So this here, whenever you got this, you could just stay in stealth all the time. Like it felt just so powerful. Um, and I honestly wouldn't be adverse to giving the Witch Hunter and the Witch Elf perma stealth, but they'd have to give up all of their other defensive abilities. Like literally all of them. And it kind of ties into what I was saying to the guys earlier, which is the game's too defensive based. Time to kills should be an awful lot shorter. And I know that sounds silly coming from someone playing a defensive tank, but I'm playing a defensive tank because there's no other way to play the class anyway well solo. Because if I play it offensive, I'm not getting through all the defensive characteristics of everybody else I'm going to meet. Whilst then, they're just going to cut through me like hot knife through butter. Not even a witch elf chasing him can't stay with him and find him. Just seems broken. Yeah. Like, as an escape mechanic goes, it should be because they can't stay in a fight. Like, the way for me it should be is if a witch elf or a witch hunter jumps out of stealth at you, they have to kill you within a few seconds. And if they can't, then they're dead. And if they spec for, I think it's Elixir of Shadows for the Witch Elf. I don't know what it is for the Witch Hunter, but if they spec for that, then that gives them an out, but it drains all of their AP or something like that, so they can't immediately just go straight into stealth again. It should be like a flee mechanic. Because at the minute, anytime you fight a witch hunter, and probably the same for a witch elf, I don't know, I don't really fight witch elves, but they'll come out of stealth, they'll do a load of damage to you, then they'll be sitting there with full parry or full disrupt, and then if the fight's not going their way, they'll stealth, they'll do all of that again to you, and then if somebody else turns up, then they'll just stealth away, and there's no negative downside to them. Generally, would say the meta is not killing someone, it's just outlasting others. Yeah, 100%. Every class seems to have a defensive spec, so it's just a case of the only way to play any class is therefore to have a defensive spec, and it just levels up everybody's offensive game. Bye. Tibu, thank you very much for the subscription, kind sir. That's very kind. That's 3 months in a row. I hope you're doing well, bud. When's my ring, bro? That joke will never get old. I will laugh every time. I'm doing good, bud. Thank you for asking. Hopefully you're doing well. We're on the final part of our journey towards renown rank 79. I do not like this dwarf. Bye, dwarf. Boo! I don't like it when they do it to me. I'm also equally amazed he managed to do that to me from the front. Whee! Good to hear. I'm alright. Yeah, we finally got my nan's ashes and put them in the garden next to my granddad's. Had a drink in her honor. Was a good day. Garden's looking great. My girlfriend's planted loads of flowers and I've got the veggies grown. Ah, nice to hear, bud. I'm sure she would have appreciated that. Always nice when you can do things like that for your relatives. All in all, things are going well. Ah, it's great to hear, bud. I know you had a rough time of it. How's the doggo keeping? She would if we weren't keeping the garden in order. She'd haunt us. Too right. Now we've got 200 Destro. Do we secretly have 200 players for each side? Oh god. This old dwarf road. They really should give you an option to go, I don't like this scenario, can I have another, please? That should be something I should request. We'll go for Torfin. It's better than Cetra's scenario, in my opinion. See, I disagree. I'd say Cetra's a better scenario. Cetra forces you to fight the other person at the start, whereas this encourages you to avoid them. And Cetra's an awful lot smaller, so you're generally going to get forced into someone. Whereas this, it just gives too much of an opportunity for people to hide. You can disagree, but you're wrong. I frequently am, in fairness. Just saying, Cetra got approved to go into the game, whereas this never made it past alpha, so... Game designers clearly agreed with me. It's your stream, you can have wrong opinions all you want. I frequently do, that's the whole point of the stream. Like, I should really title the stream, How to Play a Blackguard Badly. But do it with style, with fancy hats. Can I get a ranged DPS kill again? No. Ruined. Ruined it for me! Aha! We did it. We killed the warrior priest, and for some reason I can't select the slayer that's right in front of me. Come on. Where's the slayer? There he is. Ah! Couldn't get the AoE off. Got the slayer, though. She's currently grumbling at me and giving me the stink eye. Pippa is doing okay, all things considered. We've had to put her in a cone because she kept biting the fur and her rear ended up biting into her skin and giving herself a nasty wound. So now she hates me because I forced her into the living life of the satellite dish. Yeah, they really don't like those cones, but it's best for her in the long run, but hopefully that just means that she's a little bit her old self, that she's at least able to give you a little bit of a grief for doing the thing that needs to be done. Maybe that's me anthropomorphizing too much. Kite the Shadow Warrior around the tree. Slow him down. Take him down. Dead. Come back, Slayer. You're overpowered. I need to talk to you about it. Go away, Swordmaster. Can I move, please? Thank you. Come back, Slayer. I wish to fight you. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I mean, if they're all fighting me, Destra's clearly bodying the rest of them in the fights. The Slayer just seen me come out of the spot and was like, nope, don't want it. They always pick me. You're disabled. Oh, hello, Slayer. Whack. Giving you every chance to live, little chamois. I got him a shield. That'll save him. Oh my god, it's a Rift Magus. Why you would Rift at that point, I will never know. But he did it. 6k renown, I'll take that. Still giving me all the sass. She's well enough to be giving it with my brush dog, so yeah. She's still playing the Magus. I was actually playing the Magus, what night was it? Saturday night, was it, briefly? I haven't played him on stream recently, because I'm trying to get this guy to 80, but the Magus is currently 65? 64? Somewhere in the region of 64 or 65. I recently respec'd him back to long range Havoc damage spec because the few times I've got to play him, he's basically just been sitting inside a keep.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I should finish him. I should. He is definitely in the running to be the next one to 80 after this guy. But yeah, like most of the times I've played him, he's been in a keep or a fort. So it kind of felt redundant having him as a solo roaming spec. So he's back being a full-on long-range Havoc spec. So hopefully I'll get to play him on stream soon enough. But I think he's my second highest character. I don't think I've got anybody else higher than him, other than this guy. He plays on whatever he can zerg the easiest on. I wish that was true. I really do. I wonder what the easiest character I have would be for zerging. The Zealot, probably. Maybe the Chopper if he was leveled. But in terms of ones that I have at the right level, probably the Zealot. Zerg life. Plays on stream equals Zerg on stream. Typical Destro. God, I wish. This last week's been horrendous. It's just been constant order. Everywhere you go, order. Bugger all in terms of scenarios. Yeah, okay. See ya. I would guess that the Magus is perhaps better for solo than Blackguard or not. It'd get more renown more quickly, but I don't think... Would it be better? From the perspective of leveling, sure. Oh, that's tough. Oh well. I worked up the timer a bit. Probably should look to see where Destro were. Destro were all hiding over there. I would have got despawned anyway. So yeah, the Magus will work solo. You'll earn a decent amount of renown out of it. Oh, I was getting a res and then he stopped. Sure. But yeah. Like every class will work solo. Some will work better than others, mind you, but the Magus will get more renown more quickly than the Blackguard will. I'll put it that way. Because I am rambling now. That is my glowy light of destiny. Give it back. Immediately. Ah! Bloody dwarves. About time for you to run out here. Hey, we've got the glowy orb of destiny again. I don't actually think I'm even guarding anybody, am I? I'll go to shimmy shammy for the time being. sure. Stabby, stabby. Not Dimitri. Got him. What's that? 7,300. I'll take that. Hey, I got a kill. And died because I wanted to do the objective. What a noble cause to die for. What are we on now? 67%. So we're now up to 7% in an hour and a half. Nowhere near to what we were getting previously, but it's better than most of last week. I think 7% was like 2 nights last week. Wow. Everyone's fighting up there. Very tempted to go over to High Pass and Talabeclan to take advantage of that 80% AO. Especially considering we've only got 264 points in our RVR influence. That's the one thing I don't like about the Black Card solo, is it gets the influence for the weekly thing so slowly. Like, I was leveling up, cultivating on my shaman. Was it Sunday? One of the days. Might have been Friday, actually. No, I think it was Sunday. And he literally did his full RVR week with me just out roaming around the lakes and doing cultivating. Because I was amazed. I was running along. I think it was Thunder Mountain, and I was running along, and I was getting. What was I getting attacked by? It was like a Night of the Blazing Sun or something like that, and it just popped up in the middle of it. Boom! You've completed the weekly event. I was like, already? Ranged classes just seem to find it so ungodly easy. Look at that fancy hat. It's so nice. It's the best part of the Invader hat mixed with the best parts of the Onslaught hat. And we've now lost all of our AO because I've decided to come here. Sad. This is probably my favorite zone. Because I just like the way that all of the stuff in it is... Like, it makes sense. Like, I like BOs that you can fight over. That aren't just, like, flags stuck in the ground somewhere. Like, I like it it's a tower, and I like it it's a tavern. I like that it's a big sort of settlement. Those kinds of things. Yes, it's cheesy as hell when Order decide they're just going to camp inside one and stay there, but kind of feel like it should be that way for all of Tier 4. Well, that's probably what they wanted to do, and they just ran out of time. This feels like a witch hunter death trap I'm walking into. Or an archmage one. That's the other possibility. Oh, blue lights. What's that? Bright Wizard. Oh, an Ironbreaker. See how the Ironbreaker just leaves the Bright Wizard to die? Yep. That's the thing. It's like, I say it all the time, you should never go and help people when you see them getting attacked, because you'll wait into a fight, and as your camera pans around, you'll just see the other person legging it. Like, it's not a case that, like, the two of them together would have done anything. The Ironbreaker would have maybe given him the opportunity to get range, but he was so low level, he wasn't going to do enough damage to me. This feels very much like the sort of fight he's just going to try and leg it and leave me to deal with the kitty cat. As you wish. I don't understand the reluctance to fight in so many people's parts. In a lot of cases, like, whenever it comes to people fighting, like, tanky tanks like me, they just don't want the fight that lasts that long. Um, like, in a lot of cases, they'll just go, I'm not really making any kind of inroads here. I don't want to fight for 2 minutes. I'm just going to leave. Because they're always worried that there's somebody else on the way, and they don't want to die and quote unquote feed the other side. Which is usually talk for I don't want to die and have it recorded on my killboard entry, because then I'll never get a mortgage, no one will love me, and my life will be forfeit because I died in a video game. Well, I'm guessing Order have a full complement. Come on, give me the Rim Priest. No, you wouldn't, would you? Oh. I don't think that went the way they were expecting it to. Can opener time. Look at that obscene damage. 30, 90. You don't see numbers like that anywhere else, guys. 77. Should be nerfed. Ooh, 100. I hit 3 digits. I like how the Shadow Warrior punted itself away whenever we're outnumbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 2 at the time. Another Rune Priest? No. Oh, there's an Archmage. Hello, Archmage. Well, give me a block. There we go. Order's winning again because they've got all the points. World's longest slow on me. Don't know about anybody else who plays a tank, but I just constantly feel like I'm always slowed. Blew the beagle of... Beagle? Bugle of truth. Mount up. They're gonna win this by capping points. Well, this is stopping 3 of them from capping points. There is, however, a 4th one, a 5th one. So I have an entire party of the buggers over here capping points. Eh, 10k, I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 iron breakers. 7 iron breakers and 3 sword masters. Oh, what a lineup. Order don't have tanks, though. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, we've got AAO back. Have we gained any kind of points? A bit. 764. Nothing to write home about. What's that? Squig herder getting attacked by a whole bunch of order. Foxhill. I recognize that name. I get the sneaky suspicion he was always in scenarios. Haha! I'll send you down to our war camp. You. I'm such a troll. Let's see how this one goes. All of the healers, apparently. All of the healers versus the healers and dwarves? Sure. It, you know, it's lore friendly, I suppose. A lot of dwarves fighting a lot of goblins. Just a random dark elf there to fight the random high elf. The zealot to fight the one warrior priest. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. Whee! Right, so the warrior priest isn't coming back for a while. Part 1 of the plan is complete. Hey, when did they get a witch hunter? Go away. Yes. Come up here. Attack the zealot. The plan was not for you to come back down, however. Ah! How can we have this many healers and still not get any heals? Granted, they're all running away this way, but, you know. I wonder, did the warrior priest make it back yet? Or is he still going? Paddling his way across the Atlantic Ocean as we speak. Aha! I'm back to full health. Kill him. Come on. This is your opportunity, guys. Kill him. There we go. Sorceress, it's hopping up and down on top of him. You're getting the feeling she's about to get witch hunted, mind you. Whee! Landed it. Let's take you closer to the action. Oh, just in time. Ah, they finally got me. Zell, did you get to where you are now with your black card by soloing all the way as sword and board? Most of the way. So, getting level 1 to 40, it was pretty much nearly all glaive work, because, well, there was bits and pieces where I did sword and board, but for the most part it was glaive. The early parts of 40 was when I sort of, well, when I say the early parts of 40, the early parts of like Renown rank 40 to 50 was where I was like hopping back and forth just between glaive and sword and board trying to get something that would work for me. And then it was around about, I think, 45, 46. I decided to go back to what I played on live. So I played a sword and board blackguard as my alt on live. So I kind of went back to his loathing setup, but dropped anguish in favor of malice just so that I had a bit of oomph to my attacking side of things. But to be honest, bar I think it was 72 to 73 where I did LOL DPS for a bit. It's been all sword and board. That's a really long-winded answer, I know, but it's the truth. So that is us past the 2 hour mark, guys. So I am going to call it a night there. We managed to get to 70%. We've got ourselves nearly to 1930 in our work rests. So everything is going in the right direction. So hopefully this week we'll be able to get all the way towards 79, which should be nice. I see, thanks. My main was a sword and board blackguard in live, but I remember very little about it. To be honest, like, sword and board blackguard, for the most part, is not the best way to play the class. Like, if you're going to be in like a 6-man or a warband, you're probably better off running with a glaive because you've got more utility tied up in it with the things like Crimson Death and the wounds debuffs and stuff like that. But when you're running solo, you really need to have the perfect setup to make a glaive work for you without it just being a constant coin flip of whether you're actually going to live through like a witch hunter or white lion attacking you like that, because they just get so much armor shred and everything else that you really need the glaive with the parry chance on it, and then you probably want to have God, what is it? I want to say it's like triumphant or victorious. I can't remember which one it is that gives you a whole heap of crit damage, and mix that with probably warlord or off sovereign, just to maximize your damage output while still keeping your defensive side of things solid enough. But I just find sword and board makes your life so much easier. My small guild ran a pre-made, and they always seemed to want me sword and board. Thus, of course, I always wished I would play Glauber. You see, it was more of a thing back in the day to run sword and board because you were having to contend a lot more with like Bright Wizard bomb squads. So hold the line and the block chance. I think it's the morale 4 and loathing that whenever you block you heal were all things that were really super useful. But it's one of those, there's reasons for and against. Like Blackguard as the off tank to a chosen main tank is probably the best way to go for a lot of group setups. But like Blackguard with a glaive in terms of DPS and its debuffing abilities and everything else is just hard to beat as a thing charging alongside the DPS guys. But yeah, you can really play it any number of ways. It's quite a good utility tank from that perspective. I'm going to have a look here, guys, and see if there's anybody else streaming. Oh, there's a few on actually. Wow. Is there like a city or something about to happen? No, 2 days away. Ooh. Who do we raid? We shall go for Teddy. He's a fellow Irishman, so hopefully it'll be lots of the same humor. Only his humor will hopefully be better than mine. I mentioned at the start of the stream, guys, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow, and there's a good chance I'm probably not going to be streaming on Wednesday, because I'm not actually going to be here. I'm having to travel away somewhere. If that changes, I'll fire it up on Discord. If not, then I shall see you on Thursday. But until then, thank you all so much for coming along and watching. Thank you again to T-Boo for the subscription. That was very kind, sir. Thanks to Tosh for the raid. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all have a nice day tomorrow. I'll hopefully see you again next time. But until then, take care. All the best. And see ya. Bye.